The first word that comes to mind is exhausting, so we'll stick with that.
Okay.
Exhausting because I had set forth a lot of goals for myself. And I won't say that I just I write down my ideas and then I execute them. But sometimes they're not executed in the same timeline that I created on paper. So that's a thing. And so sometimes jumping back and forth from what you initially planned or how you planned it, which life does to you anyway, can cause more exhaustion and stress than you prefer.
Okay.
No more sacrificing for things that are outside of your initial goals. If that thing does not lend towards or help you accomplish your overall goal, even if you see potential in it, until you've accomplished at least one of your multitude of goals, don't add anything else to the plate.
Okay.
Most of it.
Facts. Whew Chile.
Yeah, so let's see. It started in May, I guess. I came back from New York exhilarated and ready to pick up where I left off, hit the ground running. Time passed. I was running for sure, but then I decided to make a move in the credit caterer that I normally wouldn't do. Somebody gave me an energy that did not sit well with my spirit. But then they followed up with a sob story about their children and their goals, and the whole goal is to help avoid not having anything to pass on to your children. And so, I fell for it. Turns out that this person, I won't call him a scammer, but like, we have contracts, we have paperwork, I follow it, I always do my best to make sure I'm quicker than your expectations. And I did exactly that with this particular person. I can't say that I've done it every single time, but I allowed them to pay me through Cash App. No more Cash App. I allowed them to pay me through Cash App. Cash App took the money, which was fine. But in my business, chargebacks are a thing. A high risk with my business, and that was the very first high chargeback I ever had. And with the bank that I have, I was fortunate enough to get into a very reputable bank with the business that I have, which is very hard. And if things like that happen, they will shut your ish down with no problem. And so what they did was they put a hold on my account, froze it essentially while they did their investigation. Of course, I had all the paperwork and proof I needed to support my claim, but they still locked me out for a few months. So that caused me to have my very first experience as an adult just essentially being broke. And I had to pay for my personal bills and my business bills out of my personal pocket and figure that out. If I didn't want to just quit and give up on my job, on the business that I was building and the people that I told that I would help. And so that's exactly what I did. And it cost me thousands of more dollars than was expected. I wanted to get UnPacking up and running regardless of what I was going through, which I did thanks to the help of Just Fresh.
Squad.
Goals. Gang. And so all of these things piling on top of each other, and every time I thought I was about to get out of it, boom, my car gets towed 2 times. 2 times in 1 month. My car gets towed. I gotta buy a new battery. This, that, and the third. All kinds of things. And they just kept me at a low point from May until essentially now. But the good thing is, come December, I'll be in my own space. My space. I got locked out of my space. with $3,000+ worth of equipment in there, which caused me to, due to no fault of my own, to have to spend more money. That was not in the plans. But if you have a goal, if you just keep going, it's not over until you out of it. Period.com. And so I'll be moving into my space on the 27th. We'll be doing bigger and better things. We'll be more consistent. We'll be doing all that good stuff. But my low point led to a high, and that's where we are on that.
So that goes into the next question, because my next question was, well, what was your high point of 2019? But I mean, hey, you know, in true Darrien'S fashion, you know, she gonna deliver it and give you the information that you need. So 2020. One word that I like to say, this is something that Dave Ramsey says. He was like, you have to be gazelle-like intense. You ever seen a gazelle run?
Yes, I love
Gazelles run with purpose, with intensity, because they know where they're going or they know what they're trying to get away from. And so if you had to choose one thing next year that you're going to be gazelle-like intense about, what would it be?
My one thing is ensuring that this glow up is permanent. That is my motto for 2020 and every year after. I have, over the years, grown up, and what's the opposite of that? Been shitted out?
Blown up and
blown up. I like it. I have been blown up and blown up on a multitude of occasions and multitudes of levels, due to the fact that initially they were all... Everything you do is a result of your actions. So not all of the things are all me. So that's that. But initially it was mental health issues that I hadn't dealt with that had caused me to put myself in situations I wasn't mentally prepared for, or I wasn't willing to deal with, or whatever it is, that caused me to blow up more off every time I had a glow up. Every glow up I have has always been much more substantial than the blow up. But this year I have mental acuity. I'm working on developing better mental acuity. I'm being a better person overall. I have learned more about how to run a business successfully. I have learned more about everything. And so the determination, the gazelle-like movements will be maintaining the glow up, from my physical appearance, my mental health, physical health, all of that needs to be permanent, because I'm about to be 30 in 2 years.
Youngster.
And all my life, literally all of my life, I have always said I have to have my ish together by the time I'm 30. No, and not that I had an idea, a goal, a way that I was going to make it happen, but I was going to have my stuff together from at 30. And I think that that's where manifestation comes in. I've been saying that for a very long time, and things are falling into place ahead of schedule, because I'm going to have it done by 30. And that's it. The glow up is permanent. Make me glow on that part. Make me go shine, real tacky like. I want it.